Welcome back, fitness and self-improvement fans, to my channel, Rob Nerlin Fit. We're going to switch up gears for this video, and I'm going to try and come out with my own predictions video for the new Arnold Classic coming out this weekend. I got all excited watching the other YouTubers come up with theirs, and I wanted to throw my hat in the ring and give it a shot myself. So let's get into it. So what's so great about the Arnold? Well, it's hosted by friggin' Arnold. He's the GOAT. He's the greatest. He's the best. He's charismatic. He's become a movie star. He's an icon.
You son of a bitch.
And on top of that, he loves bodybuilding. He loves to go take selfies with the competitors, and he's got the iconic and memorable interviews that always happen post-show. Sometimes they get turned around on him, like what Cedric McMillan did 2 years ago, and who knows, maybe that'll happen again this year. So we got a stacked lineup with 3 returning Arnold Classic champions and many Olympia competitors. So I'm just going to get through the list real quick and then throw out my top 5. And an update to start, Lionel Bayecki's not going to be at the show. So that leaves us with William Beauneck, last year's returning Arnold Classic champion, Rafael Brando, Brendan Curry, Charles Dixon, Steve Kuklo, Josh Lonardo, Victor Martinez, a former Arnold Classic champion, Cedric McMillan, 2017 Arnold Classic champion, Luke Sandow, Mikhail Volkanen, Akeem Williams, and Roelly Winklaar. Okay, so in 5th place, I've got Cedric McMillan. And this is a hard one for me to do because I'm a huge McMillan fanboy. He's actually the physique I like the most in bodybuilding, and he's just a happy guy. I just love his personality. I just think that he's pretty high variance. He's kind of hit or miss when it comes to the conditioning when he shows up. Even though some of his videos that I think he sent to Chris Aceto maybe 5 weeks out, he looked pretty damn good, and I'm really hoping I'm wrong on this one. I hope he wins it again. I hope we get another reverse interview with him and Arnold.
Well, if that's the case, then let me see that twisting back double bicep pose then.
Boom!
Yes! He did that.
I hope he brings all the competitors back on stage. That was awesome in 2017 when he won. But really, for this video, if you made me bet money, even though he's my favorite, I don't think I could bet on him for this show just because of his high volatility and how hit or miss he is when he comes in with his conditioning at different shows. In 4th place, I've got Josh Lonardo. This guy is just a freak. He's going to show up and be the most conditioned guy at this show and one of the biggest, and that's going to propel him to a top 5 placing here. He may not have the best structure or the prettiest physique out of everyone, but he's just going to outmass and outcondition a lot of the other competitors, and that's going to get him a top 5 placing. He's taken some time off, and we didn't even know if he'd come back after the incidents that transpired around Dallas McCarver, but he's refound his motivation and reinvigorated, and he's coming back, and everyone's excited to see it, and I think he's really going to bring a really gnarly, conditioned, large package to the stage, and he's going to pull off a 4th place. In 3rd place, I've got last year's defending Arnold Classic champion, William Beauneck. Now, this one's a tough one to make, but I just think that the other 2 guys I have above him are just too much momentum right now, improving too much lately, and too much hype, and they're just going to edge him out. William Beauneck's also a little on the shorter side, so that can work against him. On top of that, he's got he's almost got too much muscle on his frame at this point, and if he doesn't come in 100%, it can kind of throw it off. He's got absurdly low lat insertions a la Kai Green, maybe even lower, and they can kind of fire him off and make him look a little thicker or blockier, even though he's really not like that. And if he comes a little bit off, doesn't peak exactly right, it can throw off his proportions and his look and make him not look as good as needed to pull off a 1st place. All right, in 2nd place, we've got Brandon Curry. This guy is just an absolute phenom. His structure is insane. Wide shoulders, narrow waist, and on top of that, he's just got crazy full muscle bellies. This guy's amazing, and his stock is just rising. He's attracted attention. He's improved at Olympias consistently. He's one of the hottest guys out there right now. Many people would argue he didn't even place as high as he should have at the last 2 Olympias, and I'm one of them that would agree with that. The knock on him in the past is that he had some weak body parts, mainly his legs, and he's worked a bunch and he's brought those up, and now he's a very large force to be reckoned with, and for that, I think he's going to get second place. All right, and if you haven't guessed it by now, my first place prediction goes to Roelly Winklaar. This guy is an absolute genetic phenom. His arms have got to be 24 inches. The guy is just a thick slab of mass. For his height, he's the biggest bodybuilder that competes right now. He is insane, and he still manages to maintain a degree of aestheticism, which is amazing. This guy is insane. He's gotten bigger and bigger in all the right areas, and he's actually managed to bring in his waist while doing it. It doesn't even really make sense. He even told Arnold about it after he won the Arnold Australia, where he said, "I couldn't sleep at night because I was worried about you talking about my bubble gut."
You're huge. You look fantastic. No stomach, no nothing, no problems, no mistakes were made in the posing. So how did you tune in like that?
Since you complain my belly, I sleep and only think, I'm not talking about my belly.
Now, we can't ignore the fact that he put out a guest posing video a couple weeks ago, just leading up to the show, in which a lot of people think that he's not going to peak for the show, he's not going to be ready. I disagree. I don't think he'd do it unless he knew he could be. He knows how his body works, his coaches know how his body works, and it's just going to show what a crazy genetic phenom he is. I don't even really think he's that fat right now. He's just holding a ton of water, and that's just hiding all his definition and separation. He's got 20 pounds of water he can cut. Him and his coaches know it best, and they know how to peak him, and I think he's kind of doing this too to prove and show everyone in the world just how crazy he is and how much he can swing his body in just a short period of time and step out and do what it takes to win the Arnold. So that's my guess. I'm still holding it, Roelly #1, despite the video. I think he's doing it to prove points to people, and it's going to be amazing. Can't wait to see it. Alright, so to recap, I have Roelly first, Curry second, Beauneck third, Lonardo 4th, and McMillan 5th. These are just my opinions, and everyone that's competing at the show, no matter where they place, is amazing. They're all the best in the world. Hope you guys enjoyed this new content, and if you did, hit the like button and hit subscribe, and come back for more self-improvement and fitness motivation.